What's up, guys? It's your boy Bert here, back with another game of Warcraft Legacies 8v8, 3.4.0. Good news, looks like 3.5 is going to be out pretty soon here, so we're going to get another update. We'll see if we get any new races brought in. I'm guessing it's just going to be some balance changes, some tweaks, maybe some new terrain. But looks like people are asking for possibly a Kalimdor fight balance change, but anyways, to get to the video here, if you are interested in playing Warcraft Legacies, I do suggest downloading it first, jumping in the Discord and talking to some people about some builds. The Discord's super friendly, super welcoming, unless it's Enclop. No, just kidding. Enclop's really fun to play with. I really enjoy Enclop being on my team. Check out the Discord first and practice your starting creep rotation a few times, because if you just jump into one of these games without knowing what's going on, you're not gonna feel good. It's not gonna feel great getting stomped. It's no fun. I've been there plenty of times. Today we are going to be following Royce on Horde and the Frostwolf clan, getting his rotation down. Royce is a long-time Frostwolf main, kind of known for it in the community. This is the race he plays. He enjoys it. We'll watch his opening. We've got everything open on the right here. Let's see if I can find. Oh, it was H, right? Yeah, there, I got that back. I thought I was gonna hide it for a little while, but I actually wanted it open. It feels weird without it being there now, but you saw the opening workers. You can rewatch that if you want. But lumber mill, starting with headhunters. I think that you need the lumber mill to make the headhunters. He's gonna creep with thralls, wolves, tanking, and the headhunters basically. He's heading straight for 1,000 needles first. And he techs, and these boats here are actually how you get lumber on Horde, and actually all of the Horde races. I think you get lumber that way, is the little boats on the side. So that's how you do that. Pumping out a few more headhunters, it looks like. Yep. And just creeping into 1,000 needles. Now for player introductions here. His direct matchup is going to be Dragozor on Sentinels with Ada on Druids and Nick on Draenei. So that's a pretty stacked matchup for him. His teammates are going to be Grom on Warsong, and P2000 is playing Goblin, so he's got a Goblin ally on P2000. And on their team up north is going to be Richard on Scourge and Starfox on Legion. And then finally down in South Alliance, it's going to be Failgiver on Kultaras, Mr. Soggy on Stormwind, and it is not Alan, it's actually Technopig on Dwarf. And then their direct matchup is going to be Devil on Illidarian, player 7 on Felhorde, and then their teammates are going to be North Alliance, which is going to be Crizin. No way, it's happening. Is it really happening? Okay, no, we're good, I think. I think we're good. But it's gonna be Crizin on Quel'Thalas, yep. Is it Elio? Yeah, Elio on Dalaran, and whose color doesn't add up here? Alan's doesn't. Alan on Lordaeron. Okay, I have to check back in. I don't know why I clicked off of him. Okay, he's fine. He didn't lose him. Anyways, Headhunter spam to creep straight into Stonemaul first. Let's see, that is a good amount of Headhunters here. At least the whole control group, I think. Otherwise, again, creeping with Shadow Wolves and Thrall. He was just building a ton, because he unlocked Thunder Buff, and then instantly started pushing out Spirit Walkers and Tauren. Or I think they actually spawned with Thunder Buff. Quite a few workers on this gold mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this gold mine. Pretty good. Makes sense, it's pretty far from the main there. Getting a Farseer from that main right away, getting 2 from Stonemaul. The wolves are already here creeping the Sea Turtles and Dustswallow. And then what do we... That was the sound of the Farseer spawning. And we're talking to Rexar now. Old Jin can now be spawned. now we have the islands.
We're under attack. Research complete.
What did he research? Did he get the upgrade? Yeah, I got the first upgrade for Spirit Walkers. Where is his tab? I think it's this one right here. Which is the... pretty sure it's the upgrade for the Witch Doctors. But maybe it's not. Oh, we're getting Witch Doctors out. We're about to find out. Complete yet? Not yet.
Research complete.
Ooh, no, I think it's... okay, maybe I need to click on him again. But I think it's the research for... okay, you got the research for... oh, it's the caster health upgrade. My bad. This is the research for the Witch Doctors. This is the research, the second one for the Spirit Walkers. I don't know what that one is. Using the Tauren to creep, and the Spirit Walkers to creep. Using Rexar to creep down here, with extra headhunters that I think he got from... yeah, this over here, probably. Or he just spawned more in. But he looks like he was split creeping. Really good, too. And what's next? What's in that production tab? Farseers, researches, caster upgrades, that's it. Farseers and caster upgrades. So yeah, very caster based, hero based it looks like so far. Oh, here we go. Now the production tabs move in. More Tauren. The Tauren upgrade for the AoE pummel thing. And more Spirit Walkers. Scouting with the Spirit Hawk, pretty good. Again, Frostwolf to Orgrimmar. This is teleporter technically right here. To right here. So pretty sick. I don't know if someone has to open it though. And 7 minutes just hit. And he's just building up an army now. Spirit Walkers, Tauren, Witch Doctors, and then the hero group of Farseers for heals. Why are we under attack? The Spirit. Spirit Hawk was scouting. More Tauren. Lots of Tauren. Production tab. Just Witch Doctor upgrade. More Tauren. Let's see, I missed it if you got tier 4 or not. Obviously you ticked up to tier 3. Lots of dialogue. Check it down here. I didn't see, I don't know if you guys may have caught it in the replay. I didn't see if he lost his hero or not. He might have. Scourge getting ready to TP. Dragozer is now pushing into the Warsong Lumber Camp. How are we looking here? Azerite Siege Engines. Pretty small army from Goblin and Warsong here. But they do have the siege they need. They do have the elites they need. We're going to see these grunts fall quick. More siege coming out. That's good. Ping, ping, ping from Royce. And yeah, so this Tauren front line is going to need to last as long as it can. Looks like Royce wants to push forward, but I do not think that's an option. Using the Shadow Wolves to macro, but let's check out the macro fight down south. What's happening? Tinkers are going to catch up. There's all of Goblins units getting spammed out. And it looks like they haven't entered enemy territory yet, but I'm sure they need to be queued up to do that soon. Because typically the fight happens up here in Cali, and then the bottom is just both teams trying to macro against each other. And it looks like they were trying to send the personal tanks to do that, and they're just going to be fodder. Warsong Grunts need to get back. They're going to get mowed down so fast in this next fight. Lots of frontline from this Sentinels or Night Elf crew here. The Vindicators got a ton of Huntresses, got a ton of Mountain Giants. Things down south, they're coming across the bridge now. Kargak Bladefists out front, eating some stasis traps. More lines going down. What does that sound? Oh, Tauren getting fed away. Unlucky. Oh, good dispels. clear up those mines. And a couple free Torn go down. Unlucky. Oh gosh. A little bit of backing up. This doesn't look too good for Horde. Luckily all the Tinkers are up. We're just missing those elite units from Goblin, it looks like. Good pickoffs on the Nether Race there. I do hear Orcs dying. Don't know what is dying though. Lots of Torn. Lots of Torn. Oh, an armor upgrade would go a long way, if you ask me, but not. People normally prefer units. Chen getting focused down here. Needs to catch a heal or something. Looks like he did catch those heals. Some siege getting fed away. It looks like Royce is going to try to flank into this one. I don't know. I think I would have charged right in from the right there, but he's a much better player than me. This is a rough fight. No. Okay, some Torn getting fed in here. Witch Doctors are fully flanked now. Chen goes down. The Siege Workshop is kind of doing a good job of blocking the Night Elves from getting in there. Gonna take out the Dragons first, it looks. And now these Torn are getting in there. They're getting in there on the side. We'll see if they're going to take down this Druid side of the army. Now Furion right in the middle there, getting very low in time. They just need to focus him a little bit. Warsong needed to pull back. It'd be nice to see the summon from the Organmar building right now. Coming back around towards... Ooh, Sour Fang goes down south. These siege engines are still up. That's good. We need to fire into the squishy blob here. Oh, some AoE into there would be so nice right now. Backing off a little bit. Looks like Rexar's getting caught out. It's getting focused down, actually, by the casters from the Sentinels. But they might have overcommitted now, and they're straight into the Torn face. I didn't hear too many changes this fight. I did just hear a couple go off. I don't know if the Spirit Walkers are rezzing Torn or not, but I do hear a ton of Torn going down. But it looks like they cleared up the south side of this fight, and now they are getting there on Goblin. Good heals on the front line from the Goblin Alchemist. Now falling back because everyone's focusing on Frostwolf. Really good salvo there from the Tinkers. That has to feel pretty satisfying, but it didn't look like much went down there. Everything was pretty much full health when that salvo started, so it was kind of evenly spread. Spirit Walkers definitely need to get back. I don't know why they're capping the way they're capping, but there we go. Now they're falling back. And the fight has stabilized, sort of, but it still looks like Night Elf has the bigger army here. Fighting under this control point, the Northern Barons control point this entire time, has probably done a ton of damage to the Night Elf team. Fight breaks out again. Vindicator's out front of the Night Elves. That's gotta feel pretty good. Yeah, this Warsong Hero Squad does not feel good. The Siege now goes into Siege mode. Goblin really doesn't have much here. Trying to focus down Rexar again. Looks like he lost his other two heroes earlier, but definitely a rough fight. Looks like Scourge broke through quite handily into Quel'Thalas. Let's check in on those other armies. Quel'Thalas still has their army. Lordaeron is cleaning up Skullomance. Where's Dalaran? And Dalaran is fighting off Legion towards the south, or the east of Dalaran itself. Checking down south. Looks like Felhorde got handily knocked out, and they are on the retreat. I don't see any Felhorde army here. Because they are in Iron Forge, actually. Maybe they didn't get handled. They made a weird flank, it looks like. And so now they're TPing back home. Looks like leaving Hull behind this Erdar. Yep, that sucks. Feeding some siege, classic. Let's go back to Techno Pit, keep an eye on him, and they're pushing Hellfire Citadel now. Illidan out front, definitely gonna get focused down in about 5 seconds here. Trying to chain heal him, but that's not gonna be enough, I can tell you that. Illidan's too squishy and he goes down. Definitely needed the Royal Guard up front, but they're too upgrade on damage. They're also getting focused. I don't know if he got a chance to use his waves. There they were right there. Heals going down the front line of Stormwind. Crown buff going off, nothing. Oh, some Stormwind units are actually dying here now that the casts are coming through from the Warlocks in the back. Reses come through, some Spearmen are back up. Cannons are just pummeling from the back of Pilteros, that's good. Not many mortar teams from Iron Forge here. I just saw big dispels go down in the middle of that army there. Now they're getting waved down. That was really juicy. Big AoEs coming out. Bombers show up to try to slow down and turn this fight. Another ground buff gets popped off. Meredith popped her ultimate and needs to definitely be auto-attacking right now, but she's kind of retreating. That doesn't feel too good. Yeah, Dwarf needs to back off here. They're gonna lose everything they have. And they're going down, it looks like. Let's check back in. Here, looks like they're trying to clean up. Oh, that's what happened. The macro war happened. And it looks like they got hit from behind pretty hard. Dang, how did I miss so much of a fight? So much happened up here while we were watching the other side of that fight. The Sunwell falls to the Scourge. So, yep, there we go. Lich starts bringing in Archimon immediately. Very unlucky, but the Burning Legion is coming, and they're going to need him because Frostwolf pretty much completely, or well, not Frostwolf, but Horde almost completely lost now. Looks like they're on the retreat time, they're trying to at least macro their lands back up, and South Alliance just lost a big fight, so it's kind of required for that Scourge and Legion fight to be winning right now to make this even an interesting game at all. Just clearing up some control points. Dwarf trying to get their units back. Scourge making everything right now, and a TP coming out from Richard. Where are we headed? Baron's making the TP.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Ooh, looks like Kel'Thuzad's summoning right at the throne. And he's now down south, ready to invade Dalaran. Looks like Legion has been holding this entire time. That's pretty impressive against these two players. I don't know if Corporalos was here the entire time. Oh, no. This was Grandmaster's extra units that you get right outside of Dalaran when you lose the Sunwell. So he was probably just fighting off Dalaran most this time. Not too bad, but with the Scourge here, you need to fall back. You need to run, you're just feeding his heroes even more. So yeah, this is going to get cleaned up by Scourge here pretty handily. Oh, here's the big freaking macro group that has been plaguing the backline of Frostwolf. Unlucky that's Rexar's not in the front to hit them. But yeah, it looks like Callie was won by the Night Elves. We'll see if the Rat Roar commences. Illidari pushing down south. Fell straight over the main bridge. Lots of stasis traps, lots of turrets in the way right now. There comes some dispels on them, yeah. Laying the turrets right on top of where the traps are kind of makes the traps irrelevant because they're going to dispel the turrets, and then the traps are being dispelled by the AoE there. Pretty decent concave, but the Horde team is definitely across the line, so they have like kind of free reign to hit everything that they want to hit here. What do the upgrades look like? 2-2 on Fell. Good dispels on the back line here, and then wave on them as well. 0-0 on Corporalos, but ton of siege hitting from the back over here. Oh my god, that fight here just got annihilated. Kicked off in that fight so quickly. Back there and still up. Cargraph just goes down as I check in. Some bombers in and out on the back line to try to stun some things up. Dispels coming down on top of the Fell army. They're going to recast Mass Bloodlust. Crown buff coming out for South Alliance. Bombers stunning everything up. Let's keep an eye on Elegant here to see how fast he goes down once he gets noticed. Towards the top of the fight there. Back there, then he's right in the middle, just holding it down. Kozak also in the middle, but he's now getting low. He's actually getting focused down himself. He will fall probably to all the siege and then musketeers in the back over here as well. He's low up here. It's King Matthew himself. He's throwing down some heals, but looks like Odin right next to him. He goes down, and then he gets a level for it. Yeah, this is a really nice amount of siege over here on the left side, just pummeling into the left side of the army. I think that equates to a lot of the damage here, and then right there, they're getting focused down. So it looks like this game's going to be all up for Richard to carry. Is he cleared out Dalaran now? Yep. Just the buildings to go down. Don't really care about the book because we're already summoning up north. So let's check in on that itself. Haven't TP'd yet. Looks like we're sending everything through the portal. We've got some organizing to do up here. So, yeah. North Alliance, Team 2 won. And then Team 1 won the other fights in Cali and South Alliance. But the South Alliance fight isn't done yet. I would say it's even. So we got a pretty good game. Even in the terms of they'll remax and defend Hellfire the best they can, but I think they lost pretty handily. I don't know if they'll get everything up in time. Horde has retreated to Gilneas, so we get some Scourge here as well. They've got a base going on. Let's see, got all these gold mines to mine from as well. 350 gold just hanging out everywhere. It's a good place to head when you lose your fight. You got a bunch of gold to clean up as long as they stayed Dalaran and didn't go Gilneas. Also the creeps, not to mention the creeps as well. But then otherwise it's, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 control points and 4 gold mines, so pretty good place to go once you lose. Here we are. Night Elves has joined Dalaran in the fight against Scourge and Legion is getting almost caught out. Okay, good. It's just fodder left behind, and they're retreating back on Scourge. 3-4 upgrades on Scourge, 0-2 on Druids. Dalaran's really just casters. 0-0 on Draenei. Feeding Dreadlords, classic. Little air fight going on, but this is really bad. Feeding of the Frostworms, that doesn't feel good. Ooh, little miss micro from Richard there, unlucky. Shooting at Malfurion now. Yeah, you need to keep running on Scourge, what are you doing? Stonewall finally falling to the Sentinels. Horde cleaning up Gilneas or Frostwolf at least. And they really should be a part of this fight. But I don't know why this was such a badly micro fight here. I don't know what he was focusing on Scourge. It had to be something important. Anubarak right in the middle, they're getting focused. Oh, there you go, a bunch of Mistquo healed right there. That's going to be pretty good. This fight breaking out, it's really just not good for Scourge. It's Scourge versus 3. And here comes what little parts of Legion there is. Yeah, that was definitely not an engagement to take. I don't know why you face checked that one. I mean, of course I have full observer vision, no fog of war, so gotta remember that not all decisions are made with as much information as we have. I really, really want this shit to get out of my way. Thank you. Oh, I wonder if that's what did it. That shit was very much in my way. Prison says GG on 12th loss. So that's interesting. Retreating on Scourge here. He wasn't too much a part of this game though. He got destroyed pretty quickly by Scourge, it looked like. TP coming in. Who is this? Archimond himself. Looks like a lot of the hero squad of Scourge lived there, so not too bad. It looks like they're grouping up here to head into the portal. Checking on Royce. Finally getting through Greymane's great. Definitely needs to push out soon here. He's cleared up all this. Queued up some buildings so he could start mining. Very good. But he needs to start doing it. He needs to start moving out here and helping his teammate. Down south, Hellfire fell. They haven't killed it off yet, they need to. But Hellfire's fallen. And they're pushing through here. Let's check in, where are they at? Oh yeah, they're hiding in the corner. Devil, I think Devil DC. TPing out from Fell Horde, very good. Are we in north yet? Yep, we went through the Demon Gate, or the Death Gate, and now we're taking the portal Nexus right now. Where are we TPing to? We're TPing to go Rat and Galamdor. Very good. Standard Fell Horde behavior. Always expect them to be as scummy as possible. Nah, just kidding. Actually, probably is a pretty good strat considering no one's over there doing it. Bunch of redeemed Highborn here, though. Queued up to do everything, it looks like. Sorry, I just had to check something there, don't mind me. Feeding some Doomguard, feeding some Felguard to the Draenei team here. Pushing up on Druids here, feeding some more Doomguard, it looks like. Definitely need to condense our forces here. I don't know what's been going on. They handily won this fight in North Alliance, and then I feel like they've just been kind of dropping the ball from getting good follow-up fights here. So these Doomguards are going to be tanking out front here, but they really are just dying for naught right now. trying to get some frost worms back up here, but they're gonna pop out right in front of Draenei. Hopefully they aren't fed immediately. Archimon, no items, just a TP scroll. Dreadlords feeding through. 2-2 upgrades on Legion. 3-5 upgrades on Scourge now. That's really nice. And it looks like we're finally going to get together here. But right on cue, Legion blocks the good choke that Frostwolf needs to get through with all these spammed buildings. Gotta love it when your teammates spam buildings. And now they can't really get a good concave here to back up Scourge because there's a bunch of fucking buildings in the way. Somebody's shooting that one, I don't know who it was. I do hear a lot of Night Elves dying though. This looks like it's about to be the juiciest hits ever on all these Arcanists here. We'll see. Yep, good amount of them getting picked off. I'm just waiting to hear some good AoE come through. It looks like they'll be picked off normally, but the AoE from the Frostwolf, that's gotta feel good. Infernal's coming from the east side, sneaking in there. And a whole bunch of Highborn here. They gotta get gunned down here or not? What's happening? Oh, they're on the same team. Never mind. Felhorde isn't over here ratting. He's just helping clean up. My bad. I thought he was on the other team. The Felhorde's on the same team as Night Elves. Nothing interesting to see there. Alan is really pushing as hard as he can into Northern End. Maybe he'll force a TP. We'll see. Maybe not. Feeding Dreadlords on Legion. I hear them dying in the middle there. A couple went down. Doomlord's getting in there now. Saffron coming over the top with full anti-magic shield. Need some dispels. I need to see some dispels over here from Legion Army or someone on Team 2 needs to do it. Dragons over the top. This fight fully breaking out. Good rocks to block over here on the left. Feeling is up. Sonardis is in there. I'm going to try to keep it on him if I can. Reinforcements coming in. Keepers of the Grove and Arcanists. And we're falling back on Team 2. We need to back up to Frostwolf's army here. We'll wait for more support from all these Eridar summoners. Pumping out Infernals. They spawn pretty slow. Can't really spam those guys, so... Trying to pump out Infernals. Jaina dies in the front line over there. That's not good. I don't know what happens there without... Oh! Come on. Is this what... Is that... I want to know if doing this is what cleared the chat. I don't think I can clear it, but... Where we go? Come on. Towards the back here. Because the flank from... Ooh, that's going to be a juicy one. I know it's on the front line, but it's still going to do a decent amount of damage. Yeah, you can see if it lands on the casters in the back, they just die immediately. Good death and decay there. That's really a lot of damage. Nothing really died, but it forced them back and get out of the way. Archimon's firing into that side. Towards the top side of the fight, I hear a ton of Night Elf units dying. Yep, they're going to push back across their bridges again. Losing the front line of the Legion over here, but the Hero Squad's coming to get in the way, so Archimon just really needs to stand and be hitting right now, not just being AFK on Archimon. Come on, Star Fox, let's not just be AFK on Archimon. Please move Archimon. Okay, he aggroes naturally, so that's good. Arthas out in the front here. He's going to get healed up after that Divine Shield. Stratholm still must stand, so it's not really a big deal. I hope it was going to be dramatic, but of course Stratholm is still up. Super juicy AoEs there from the Scourge Hero Squad. South Alliance finally here to support. Team 2, it looks like. Yep, and they're pushing straight into this Lordaeron team. Bilgewater, or Goblins here as well. Oh, looks like a lot of the crew is here. So it's just Stormwind here right now. No Dwarf, no... let's check on Dwarf. Where's Dwarf? That's Alan. Oh, up. So he chased him straight into the Death Gate, and he's pushing right into him. Paladins down, I'm pretty sure. 2-2 upgrades on the Stormwind Champions. 2-1 upgrades on these Paladins, so almost an even fight here, but it looks like probably just more levels and more items on these, yeah, I just hear all of those Paladins dying. More items on the Stormwind Hero Squad. Mulgraine's finally getting focused down here. He will fall. Still just pounding into all of these Paladins. They need to back away. They are going to have nowhere to run now. Richard back by Spillamance over here is going to straight push down. Who showed up to turn this fight? Sentinels did. So they're over here pushing us over the edge. Looks like Stormwind's crew is getting focused down. There's a little caster crew, but we're getting torn back out front again. Frostwolf is here at this fight as well. Archimon is still all the way in the back over here, just laying it down. At least he's hitting at this point. They're getting pushed through. Team 2 is getting pushed through on the northwest side of this fight. And, okay, actually all of this fight, they're getting pushed back here. So, yeah, they're going to need to retreat. This is with the Stormwind Hero Squad getting back in here. Quel'Thala's feeding a hero away. And they're chasing straight into Alteroth. Looks like... How did I say? I said Quel'Thalas, right? Quel'Thalas fed a hero, but Alteroth has now rejoined the fight here. They have arrived. Hero's getting focused down. And the turn is now coming from Team 2 here. A whole bunch of AoE down onto the Night Elf army here, and they're pushing back into them. Let's get this on to... I want to know where Dwarf is. Just farming. Okay. Another on his back. Oof. All of Filteros losing their front line. I don't know if they used all their gyrocopter bomber interceptors. Yep, okay, I see him flying over the top up here. They have to be laying down good damage. A whole bunch of pocket factories out front to kind of tank some of all that damage and get the little tinkers in there. The Stormwind Hero Squad needs to be up front for sure. They definitely don't want tanking this fight. But yeah, they have to fall back. It's just too much pushing through, too much AoE from spells from Team 2 here. Night Elf has to fall back. And Drew needs to get out too before they feed more units over. Dwarf has arrived. Archimon is doing things. Opening a slipstream portal. Where are we going? He's here in Dalaran opening this portal. The portal is open now. Pumping out units on Frostwolf. Probably from Gilneas is what it looks like. Through the teleporter they go. I'm curious to know where. Yeah, pumping out a ton of Tauren right now. We're gonna go Mal'Ganis. I want to see where this leads. Oh, it went away. Okay. Ah. Yeah, that's what's happening. Let's get his units from Azeroth, or from Argus into Azeroth without going through this main portal here at Icecrown. That makes sense. Oh no, you microed them the wrong way. The Juggernauts got through. Looks like Anderhall is going to end up being the block here. Figure out which way they're going to go. Quel'Thalas is rebuilt. And they have they completely retaken their land? They have. They've taken the Sunwell back. And they are now, they're just coming out with some casters, some spellbreakers, and the hero squad. So Quel'Thalas got to at least remake Horde versus Fell Horde over here. So this is going to be 0-1 upgrades versus 2-2. We hear Tauren going down. I hear Tauren res is coming out. Don't hear any chain heals coming through though. And here come the chain heals, but it looks like they're going to be too little too late. I just hear Tauren dying left and right, and no chain heals coming through. I hate to see that. Just a bit of a badly timed fight. Archimon joins over here. That'll force him at least back across the bridge. They're not going to push across the bridge. Spirit Walkers need to get back too. They don't just get fed away. Looks like the Knights are running straight in, but they can definitely just turn and clean up this fodder if they wanted to. Plenty of Infernal Juggernauts here to just pound into them. They just spam Infernals down onto this crew. They'll get picked off handily. Any TPs on this, guys? Doesn't look like it, just recall tokens to get workers to them. Lots of Dalaran stuff here, lots of Night Elf basing here. Yeah. Back towards Hall, kind of starting fights here, kind of not. I don't know if either team's going to want to cross these bridges. Both have a pretty good concave. Frigates, probably fighting over the trade posts. This was taken by the Stormwind team. That's the friendly to the Scourge team. Back towards the west side. Looks like Archibald got pushed into the corner there, but he's got to be careful to make sure he doesn't get picked off. Kill Maim and Scepter of the Queen on Chandra. She's also level 10. She'll be pumping out a lot of damage. Spirit Walker's just chilling on the left still. They're not doing much. Now they're getting picked off by the Chimera. Torn out front, on hold position, not moving right now. Definitely need to. There we go. He clicked on him. He's backing him up. He's backing everything up. Where's Archimond here? Archimond right in the middle there. Not quite getting picked off. Still just floating on the bridge. Nothing happening. Siege towers coming out. That's exciting. Looks like Sentinels has joined this fight on this side. Stun onto Netheron. Still need to, at least try to do something with these Spirit Walkers. If they're dead, they're dead, but we might as well do some damage with them. Oh, come on, stepping forward. I think he wanted to cast a spell. Decided it wasn't worth the risk. And here comes the Kulturas team to save the day and help them out. These Initiate Mages almost... We really just need to kill Shadowfang Keep here so they stop spawning in. That's like the 4th spawn I've seen this game. Let's check in right side. Stormwind and Scourge just holding it. Goblin here as well. Definitely some sloppy little mistakes from each team tonight on these games. So still a good game because it still feels pretty relatively even. Let's go ahead and take a look at the control points here. Yeah, even for Sentinels and Scourge. And then Stormwind and Felhord. Stormwind took the handily lead down there. Yeah, South Alliance looks like what they're pushing over the edge in terms of these fights. That's probably why they're fighting in North Alliance. TP from Bolvar. We're heading back south, it looks like. Vol'jin gets picked off right as I look away, of course. But that's typical of this Sentinel team here. Magni's next, getting all the way up front for some reason. He's going to get healed up by... Come on, Frostwolf, heal him. You're just blocking him. Yeah, there we go. I was like, if you're going to block him, might as well heal him. Torin now pushing back forward. It looks like Royce has decided it's time to take this fight. Good stun there from Muradin. I do actually think this looks like a pretty good concave to turn into here. Lots of AoE to go down. Archimond decided to screw my own units. I will be casting Death and Decay on them. Tyrande somehow got left behind on the right side of the bridge over here. Very dramatic death. Big stun coming out from Muradin. Lots of AoE going down on the Priestess of the Moon. Flamethrowers firing in from the side, so it's going to be good AoE here, but I think they're going to be picked off pretty quick. That was pretty quick out of nowhere. All of a sudden they got run over. I wonder, did Fel TP down south? Was that why we saw the TP from Soggy? Quel'Thalas is here rebuilding. 37 though. Nope, he's in the Broken Isles, cleaning up over there. Richard hasn't moved, Lordaeron hasn't moved, nobody's moving. So this is the fight right now. Looks like Scourge is just macroing against them. Definitely need to back up now that they have stabilized that fight, and it looks like it's timely time to push across these bridges for Scourge. Never mind, I don't know why I said anything. Okay, I was like, is Alexander Smogreen gonna go down here? to just a random, like, skirmish. Pings coming through from Dwarf. Fight taking place between Quel'Thalas and Stormwind. This is not something you see every day. Man, these siege towers have really good fucking range. Lothamar fighting against the hero squad of Stormwind. He'll go down. This is going to be handily taken by the side of Stormwind here. It's going to be an upgrade difference here. 2-3 versus 0-0 pretty much. Royce in the back also getting taken out. Unlucky. And it looks like all of this Quel'Thalas insurgents will fall. But it was a good distraction. Took him out of this fight up here, which is a very important fight. He's not falling back across the bridge. Plenty of obsidian destroyers to tank. Goblin has a pretty sizable force here, now with the siege walkers in the back, also firing from a very long range. Definitely, probably my favorite looking goblin unit. Very cool. Just needs to be careful with him and keep him back as far as he can. I like how this fight is taken all the way across North Alliance here, with the lake in the middle. Lordaeron Lake in the middle connecting to the Anderhall fight over here. These bridges are just the stalemates right now. Wonder if we'll see some maneuvering from the other crews. Nothing happening on the shorelines. Bunch of Scourge ships here actually though, taking care of the trading post though, so. Some Highborn casting Chain Lightning on everything. Very little effect. Siege trying to land into Thane, but they got that hero armor, they'll shrug that off. Bolvar is now a big boy apparently. Let's go check him out. Oh, he opened the fuck. Okay, he's just able to kill Ragnaros now. So if you go and activate this pedestal, Ragnaros spawns right here and you gotta try to take him out. That's how the new Blackrock works. I do kind of like the recreation, taking out a lot of those little portals and dungeon scenarios and moving everything to actually being on the map. It actually is a really nice change if you ask me. Looks like he's just going to clean up everything here to make sure he doesn't get flanked easily. And he's now TPing out. Oh, this is Kul'Taras TPing out. These two creeps here never getting farmed ever. And we are back. There's the flank I was talking about. So he is now behind. I lied. That is not the flank I'm talking about. I thought we were in Quel'Thalas. We're actually just in all the hinterlands, really. Stalemate here. This is about to turn back into a stalemate without a turtle drop coming through right there. That's not going to be good. And we're going to need to run. Yep. Everybody's on fire. Get away from the Infernals. They have good vision over the fight now, though. The Huntresses got plenty of the owls onto the trees, so they'll be able to see everything there. 5-2 on the Sentinel team now, with that 324 gold income. See, does he still own all this stuff? Looks like he does. Felhorde owns some of it. That's why they have 10 control points. Let's check in on Felhorde and see how they're doing. Still no Arthas yet. Let's check in on Arthas actually and see where he's at. He's hiding behind the army. I mean, Stratholme still hasn't fallen. Capital Palace still hasn't fallen. So like Quel'Thalas fell and Dalaran fell, Lordaeron still survived. They just precisely picked off both sides. Feeding a Netheron, of course, we feed our Dreadlords. It's not a game of Legacies if Dreadlords aren't dying and pointlessly, and Siege isn't getting taken out trying to run away. Chain Heals coming through on the Tauren this time, that's nice to see. Looks like the Juggernauts actually focused the siege of Sentinels over here, and they didn't even notice they got picked off there. Galen's gonna go down here. Unlucky no heals on him. Bolvar also quite low, but the Stormwind showing up here was definitely needed to push this fight over the edge. Sentinels heroes dying, and their units get picked off. Very good there. What about over here? Nope, the stalemate continues, ensues. Draenei coming over to support this western flank now. They've pushed across the bridge, and the stalemate is ended. Ada wants to know if we should stay at Anderhall. What does Dragozer think? Is the question. They're pushed through now on Scourge, now that Draenei walked away. diving into the Lordaeron lines here. I do see a good amount of units dying, but I'm sure these AoEs are real nice from Lordaeron as well. Cult of Ross getting across the bridge now. Goblin waking up and getting across the bridge now. The call on Team 2 there to go was definitely not coordinated enough. I think it needed a lot better. We're losing a lot of Scourge units when we did not have everyone ready. Rez is coming through on the Scourge units. Who's that level 10 hero? Nubarak half health in the middle there. Let's check in. Let's keep this on Alan for now so we can see his heroes. Yeah, none of these. This Lordaeron hero squad barely taking a scratch so far. Archimond on the left side fight. Felhord coming to support Team 1 up here. Looks like they got a pretty good concave here and a good amount of dwarf units up front. That's what you need is those dwarf units up front. But there's just going to be just too much from Team 2 here, I think. Especially with Archimond not hitting. He throws down an AoE on the top left side. Definitely could have been better. And they're retreating on this side now. So again, the fights stay even. Both teams pushing on their own respective sides. Team 2 pushing through on the east. Team 1 pushing through on the west. But this is about to be a major pincer here if Richard can push straight through what they have through over here. But a ton of Horde heroes going down. Looks like they got all tied up on the bridge trying to get out. Pikemen will hold the line and feed. Oh my god, King Agnai still gets picked off here. You lost Anderhall, Goblin in your backline now, Scourge in your backline now. Definitely have new things to deal with. Scourge remaking Frostworms, Banshees. Only elites coming through on the other production tabs. Not many units being made. I'm sure there's plenty of gold to be going around. I think people need to start making units if you have production here. Cleaning up the buildings, unlucky. Kulturas is pushing back the Lordaeron side, so you don't have to worry about that getting flanked, your flank getting flanked, but no, they're just retreating from this fight anyways. The 2-2 upgrades on the Executioners, speed running in, the Nubarak slowing them down with the stun there, and they're straight onto the Goblin Siege, it looks like. Are we turning to fight here? Yeah, it looks like we might be turning to fight here in a second. And Nubarak getting focused down, he's right in the middle there, he definitely needs to get miscoiled there, I see them coming through now. Heals coming out from the Alchemist, and just firing a ton of missiles from the Tinkers there, but they ended up in front somehow, which is not what you want to see. Assault tank shooting into a lot of the units over there. Oh, it's actually Anderhall control point, I was confused. But a lot of this siege in the back should be allowed to fire here in a second, but they do need to still back up. 3-6 upgrades on the Death Knights. Fell swarming in as fast as they can, and yeah, you still need to get all the way out of Anderhall. That does not feel good, so they get pushed back on this side. At the same time, ebb and flow of this fight. Archimond and the Dwarfs push back through Archimond and the Dwarfs. And Stormwind push back through on the left side to give Team 2 the advantage on the west side again. Rom giving gold to Royce there in this situation because he's looking pretty dead. Unlucky. Goblin has no control points, so if Goblin's losing units, Goblin is losing them for sure. Somebody's sealing the Dark Portal. Is that Khadgar down there doing his thing? He is. Khadgar is sealing the Dark Portal. We do not want Felhord coming back through, it seems. Archimond's still alive though, level 10 Archimond now, so we have the Reign of the Juggernauts that he could be calling in. Level 12 on all of these Night Elf heroes here. Chandris level 12, Cenarius level 12, and Velen level 12. Oh no, Nabudo level 12. Level 11 on Velen, my bad. So that's gonna feel pretty good. Nisha level 11. Legion wants to go piss. Really doubt that's gonna happen. If I see a pause here, oh my god. And the 3-2-1. They actually all needed a bathroom break. 48 minutes in, everyone took a small break. The coordination of the Azeroth Wars Legacies players is extremely bipolar. Some days it's on point as good as that. Other days you can't even get a lobby half full, so you never know. They always keep you guessing. Still no flanks coming through. Looks like just some boats and some Macring and Kalimdor. Let's check, see if there's anything happening. Still just fighting at the bridge as it looks like. The NA stalemate. Don't walk on the bridge. It is no man's land. Toll Barad never creeped, never taken. 20 gold a minute is pretty significant if you ask me, and all the money you get from the creeps, but would have definitely been nice to creep that earlier in the game at some point. Farseers. Bringing them back, good. You're going to need those chain heals. Remaxing on both sides here. Night Elf thinks they can push across. Maybe with the level of my heroes they can, but I don't know against all this. This is a damn good looking army here. It's going to sustain really well with the Doom Lords in the front and the heals right behind them. Definitely should just be running over Anderhall right now, but they don't know that Fell Horde backed up like that. We have perfect vision. They don't. Remember, let's check in if we're watching from... Yeah, they have no idea what's happening on the north side of that fight. So... Khadgar's closed the dark portal. More Torn getting picked off. Grom feeding Royce more golden. Macro on the Kulturas Islands. Kultiras. Stormwind heroes out front, but they're getting focused really fast by all this ranged firepower from Sentinels. Yeah, lots of heroes from 2 and 2 going down very quickly there. Luckily it's not too much of the important ones, but Varian dying doesn't feel good. Bolvar's still up though. He's got Crown, Charlemagne, Scoldon, yeah, he's got all the items. So not a big deal there. Cenarius up, not up front, he's in the back line. He's hitting these Nether Drakes very calmly. Oh no, he's popping his ult right now. He's sustaining the Night Elf army. Yeah, those heals are coming through very nicely. But I still hear just a ton of Night Elves dying. I do not think they could have pushed into this. I think this army on this side is just too strong still. We need dispels on those treants out front. Finally the healing wave from Dwarf in the back. I did do some chain heals from Frostwolf earlier, but I don't know if it's too little too late. Nisha, hopefully in the front hitting now. Archimon's standing right there. You just need to hit Archimon. Stop that, you know, getting nervous and needing to back. He sent over... Oh, they pushed through on this side? Oh no. The ebb and flow comes back around. And we flow back over as the fight on the west loses. The fight on the east wins. So back and forth. Just back and forth across this bridge. I guess we've decided, Mr. Blackhand, we will be feeding you to the enemy team. Miss Coil on him. Frostworm's coming to finish him off. Oh, they're going to try to run him down with the Frostworms. I think that's a really good idea. Scans coming through to keep an eye on the Team 1. Great AoEs coming out from Kultiras. Ton of AoEs from the Goblin as well. AoE from the Frostworms. There's a lot of damage going down for these armies right now. Good stun from the Nubarak there to slow down these Lordaeron heroes. Arthurus is in there. He popped Divine Shield. This guy popped Divine Shield. How long is his going for? For a while, it looks like. This is out now. Frostworms are going to try to catch units here, I'm assuming. Nope, they're going to pull back. They got more important things to do. They're pinging over here to where all the other Night Elf units are converging. Trying to help out the Fell Horde teammates here. A lot of Huntresses dying in front here. Picked up very quickly. Good spells casted from the Fell Horde elite casters. Feeding Royce plenty of gold dramas. But there's some ruins right in the middle there. You see a lot of Team 2 just crumble. So many Sentinels going down there. so much damage from Ultiris there. On the west side, this fight is taking place too. Eredar Summoner is being taken out by Jaina's Barrage. Frostwolf somehow got up to the left there, along with a few dwarf units. They're taking on a couple Relics. They need to retreat across the bridge. They're going to lose so much on Frostwolf here. All those Torn remaxed with. Using the stones to block them off too, and they're all going to get picked off. Up north again, it looks like they're getting flanked though, and they need to pay attention. Yep, you could get picked off here, and Cenarius could fall if he's not paying close enough attention. Pushing into Capital Palace finally. But here comes the force from Team 1. Will the flank come through, quell the loss, rebuilt again somehow. And is pushing back into Anderhall with Lordron close behind. Ultiris is going to go handle it. They're going to get taken care of, but here comes. Dispels through on the top line there. A bunch of AoEs down the Stormwind lines. This up front. Heal coming through from Cenarius, so we're going to see a... No, that's not from Cenarius. That's Tyranda's ultimate. That's doing a ton of damage, forcing Team 2 back. They definitely need to back up to this line here. Big ult from Tyrande there, especially with a lower health pool. Arthas, I think, using his ult there, but he's getting pushed back now from the macro of both Stormwind and Scourge, just because their upgrades are so much superior. There's a 3-4 on Stormwind. Arthas getting focused down by Revenant, 36 Revenant. It was just fine for the time being. This fight is taking place here again. We're all going down. That does not feel good. But this is a good pincer. This is Team 1 getting backed into a corner here. A ton of AoE sound like it's coming out from Goblin's side. Ultiris needs to make sure they're shooting, that's for sure. Moving on at the control point, maybe into the armies right now. Boulevard they are getting out with Divine Shield and Nubarak falling right in the middle here. Get popped quickly. Frostworm's getting focused down. Some of the buildings falling and spawning zombies for the Scourge. Everything will be disease clouded over here. Speed boost coming up from Sentinels. Guild Rangers up. That's got to feel good with the 5-3 upgrades. They have to be putting out a lot of damage. And now the flank has been finally flanked. Logger on side moving in. Buffalo loss. Looks like they're getting attacked now. Definitely see Chain Heals from the Magus coming out. Siege running for its dearest life, but looks like, yeah, Scourge is pretty bad defensive here. Definitely needs to get out. Yeah, maybe just kill Naive real quick, try to get her out, try to get through. Nope, she'll get out just fine. She went to the northwest there. And Stormwind needs to back his heroes out as well. Saffron sneaking away. And oh no, it's happening. It's happening. Defenders have surrounded Archimon. He's going to go ahead and attempt to TP out, but we need the Farseers. Drop Chain Heals. Please chain heal Farseers. No, he dies. The chain heals don't come out in time. There was no pinging. There was no nothing. Archimon falls to a ragtag group of Rengari shooting at him from this small Draenei force. So it looks like just the lack of focus there. He gets picked off. And all of a sudden, it looks like Team 2 extended too far into here and lost too much of their army on the retreat back out. Ultiris or someone needed to push this flank off first. They definitely needed to handle this, but I understand they wanted to get into this fight as quickly as possible. Just not quite enough coordination from Team 2 there. They overextended and are now losing on both ends of the fight and need to back off on both ends of the fight. Still a pretty significant air force from Scourge here. Stormwind still has a full hero squad and is ready to frontline. Let's get these on some heroes that actually have units. Devil left. I do see. Don't need to keep this on him anymore. Let's Let's go Mr. Soggy. Go Dragozer. Keep it on Richard. And keep it on 1000. Level 13 on Scenarios, 12 on Matt Burden, 13 on Alicia, level 11 Arthas running in. Level almost 60-minute game, still no Arthas. Unlucky. Still no Scenarios fallen. And Archelon is falling now. They just have all their heroes still on Team 1 when Team 2 just don't have any of their like legendary heroes out. What's been nice about this one is there's been no lapse in the action. I've had no reason to stop and fast forward. Everyone got to their fights pretty quickly. Everyone started their duels pretty quickly. Galilix needs to get back. He's feeding. Oh, you're feeding your hero. When that runs out, or when he just dies. Is he gonna run out or is he gonna die? Oh. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's just a summoned unit. Okay. I thought he was inside of it. What do I know? Someone just sent me a Blizzard message. Never had someone do that on Battle.net. Well, maybe not. I'll check it later. Boats. Burrows. Probably anti macro. They survived it though. Oh, we got stuck on the hill over here somehow. Is that what happened? Or did we just need to move? Oh, we got stuck behind the Great Hall. Okay. Probably TP to defend. Got stuck behind the Great Hall.
We're under attack.
I don't know how many videos I'm going to be able to do next week. I have to go into the office. I need to practice a few things on my own, so I don't know if I'll be able to pump out too many videos next week. I want to do one every day, because I know that also helps the YouTube algorithm as well. The more views, more attention these videos get, the more people come and join and play, you know, Legacies with you guys. So make sure you like the videos, make sure if you can sub to me, and make sure you view every single one of them, so that even if it's a little bit, just to hop in and leave a like and watch the opening, be greatly appreciated. Gives the Legacies Discord more attention, gives the game more attention, brings more people into the lobbies, because you know, when there's no matchmaking for it, you gotta fill the lobby somehow. This could be a juicy pickoffs here on all the pastors. Looks like they're healing themselves up as best as they can as they run out at the same time, but they will still lose a good amount of them. Ramstein spawned in, 3/6 upgrades, 20 heavy armor, and that's gotta feel pretty good. Frostworms with 17 hero armor. No, Saffron, not Saffron. 17 hero armor, not Frostworms in general. Frostworms with 15 light armor. Lots of range firepower from the Sentinels team right here, and the fight breaks out in Skullomance. And Scourge is trying to now get out because they have a split shot Chandress right in front of their face firing into them. Definitely need to find a way to back away. Anything happening with the Mordor? I can only wonder. Looks like Stormwind, Goblin, and Ironforge are pushing in from the west side here. The Alterac, let's see if we can focus down Tyrande in time. Not a chance. Priestess and Ninja up. Great Rocket Barrage from Gazlowe there, but they still just back away. Summons coming out from Druid, so they can go ahead and push across the bridge. Maui blinks out just in time. It looks like Lordaeron's fighting up against Scourge pretty handily here and surviving it, by the way, too, even with the 2-1 upgrades. Backing off of the Underhall bridges now on the west side of this flank. Kel'Thuzad is back, he's level 11 on Gaster as well. Just everyone is so bad, so many units have died. Fight taking place in Northern End now. Stormwind chased these Lordaeron units. You know, we got Deja Vu again through the portal. And trying to chase down Paladins and pick them off, because when they're isolated like this would be the time to do it. Uther right in the middle there. Oh, Uther goes down here. I'm pretty sure Capital Palace fell. I don't exactly know, but he's definitely getting focused. Uther will fall, it looks like. The Paladin's falling right around him. Let's check back in. It did not fall. They only poked at the gates. So Uther's revivable still. Sagi's going to push back across, but waiting for them on the other side is going to be this Spell the Lost Force, this Druid Force, and the Sentinels Force. So as they come back in the portal queue, fighting off what little units are there. Okay. Yeah, see, they're not going to come back through yet. Their way's been barred. They need to chill. Once again, on the west side of the fight, Doom Lords and what little forces Frostwolf have. Fighting off this Draenei Solo Force. 4/4 upgrades on Draenei. Nothing to be laughed at, that's for sure. Dispel's coming out on the Frostwolves. The slows from the Doom Lords down onto their Alex. And looks like they're trying to focus them down the best they can. Another on getting focused. He's level 10. Level 10 on Thrall as well. Thrall getting focused down. Oh my god, he's low. He's back up more. He's just... Okay, nice. He almost got sniped there. I don't know what that heal was. There was a crown heal, but there was a bigger heal on 12. I don't know what it was. Might have been a Fang heal. It looks like they're getting flanked by Druid and Sentinels now. Really good 1-2 punch there from the Draenei, just slightly backing off, acting like they're on the run, losing a unit or two, and then turning around and fighting into them right as the flank comes through on the rest of the Night Elf team. That was very impressively done. Dwarf losing everything, Frostwolf losing everything, Legion losing everything. Almost half the team killed off by just the Night Elves there. Quoth loss coming in as well. It looks like they lost a couple of units. Sorry about the dog in the background. Decided he wanted to bark. Guarantee it was at nothing. A few Dalaran units getting run down, but those are good walls there to block the way. Dispel's coming through to get them to go away. Nearshin needs to move. He's in the way of Nick. Nick is very angry. There it is. Classic Nick, angry all the time, whether it's balance or other players, we are angry. Where? Not much of a fight going on. It's a lot of just maneuvering and outmaneuvering, taking different, positions. Looking for a nice big fight to go down. Might warrant some fast forwarding. It looks like we're gonna lose Stormwind and Cope. Cleaning up here. Oh my god, is this control point gonna kill all the siege? Oh, we're feeding the siege. Get rid of... Oh, no. Lost to an immovable object. Has won the battle. So no siege from Sentinels. It's not a Warcraft Legacies without siege time. Alright, here we go. This is a pretty good pick off if somehow they can get it. But yeah, Scourge needs to keep running here. They definitely can. They're gonna fight into it now. Let's see, is that a Nubarak in the middle? No, it's Baron himself getting focused down. Try to drop Lamstein in the way to bar them, but they're all speed boosted, speed buffed up, chasing down Kel'Thuzad. Trying to stun on these units too. Dawn even TP's in front of them for the flank. Where Kel'Thuzad got staffed away, right? Yeah, I got staffed away. Baron dies before I can even click back to the fight. Scourge loses everything again. We need a bigger army from Stormwind with this much income. I don't know if he's just feeding his money to someone else, which could be the case completely. So upgrades looking 3-4 upgrades. Kulturasa has a bigger army than him, and he's got the majority of the control points, the majority of the income on the team. You're gonna take those control points, and you better spend that money. Let's check in on the scoreboards. Soggy with over 1,000 gold. Star Fox with 400. 500 on Failgiver. Nick with 800. Your biggest APM hitters at the moment. Elio on Dalaran. Technopig. Nick. Player 7. Yeah. Still don't know what this maneuvering is. Looks like cleaning up creep, clean up the broken isles here. That's team 2, right? No, it's team 1. Ives or Garrus still not creeped yet, it looks like.
Our allied town is being attacked.
I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't look like it has been vulnerable still. It's remaxing up in northern.
Our allied hero has been slain.
Catherine dies. TP from Jaina coming through.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Frostwolf not completely picked off. They fell back into the hinterlands though. Getting chased down by sentinels. TP from Varian. We need to keep Chandra's back. She can stop that TP. She hasn't noticed yet. I don't know what the fuck war looks like for them. That's for the wrong team. Let's see if I can... no, he gets out just in time. Very nice. Just in time on Soggy. TP's the Stormwind. Not great though. Not great. For team 2 here. Scourge has fallen. Yeah, nothing from Legion. Rama's just fighting over Broken Isles. Royce is just fighting over Gilmace against some Dalaran units. So did Dalaran die to them? Or is this a couple units? No, they TP'd over to Kalimdor actually. Interesting. Looks like there's supposed to be a bridge here, but there isn't.
We're under attack. Our allied town is being
I wonder if that's just a replay bug. TP coming back through and Dalaran, they're moving out. They're not going to stay there. Gazlo and the boys are up north. Check it out, Dwarf. Oh god, everyone fell back. Got a snoozer right now. Check replay length. Not too much left. Dang, it was a longer game. I thought this was a shorter one. Thought I only grabbed up like a 50-minute game.
ready to work.
Somehow I'm still here.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Goblin. Got a worker up north now. He's waiting on that.
Under attack.
Doubt we're really gonna miss too much of a fight here.
Attack.
Looks like we're pushing in to clean up Frostwolf. Getting everyone on the boat, running away. Needs Kultiras also bailing out with their main flagship.
Our allied town is
Dwarf
being
is now in
attacked.
Kalimdor. Soggy and Hellfire. Where's Nick at? He's also here. Ilio actually didn't TP away. What is this? Is this Jaina getting ready to TP? That's what I would have guessed, but there it is. Finally headed up north, is that what I'm seeing? Richard TPing out of Quel'Tha Lost now, he doesn't want to be there no more. Where'd Ilio go? He's here to match Dwarf's TP, it looks like. Richard is in Broken Isles now again. Looks like he's going to face off against Lordaeron, but he's going to focus down as many of these Fell heroes first. Oh, changing direction. He wants Arthas, he wants the boat. He needs to get the boat. Oh my god, everyone's going to be on the boat. This is not good. Yep, see, immediately recognizes the boat's a horrible idea. Still finishes off the boat in case removing that option this time. We are running on Lordaeron here. Looks like it's in slow-mo, but really it's just the Frostwolves doing their thing. Uther getting hit. Uther getting stunned. Heals coming out on him. Looks like Dalaran is killing off Dwarf at the same time. Did Strathalholm ever fall? Did Capital Palace ever fall? No. No. Still not really relevant here. Cool, we'll kill Uther again, but how useful it is, I don't know. Those two buildings just would have gotten focused at one point in the game. They would be minus a hero on Lordaeron. It could have made the difference. I definitely think it could have, because every unit you take away from that Lordaeron hero squad compounds on each other because of one less Divine Shield, one less Holy Light. It's a pretty big deal.
We're under attack. Our allied town is being attacked.
All Proudmoore flagship trying to find its way to screw up whoever's there. Let's see, where are they at on Proudmoore? Here they are.
We're under attack.
It's a good amount of units inside.
Our allied town is being attacked.
No, maybe they're chasing. I don't know if they're gonna chase yet on Scourge. No one's really doing anything again, so that was the extent of that chase. A lot of macro going on again. Take Conjures goes down. Jagozer's taking a bit of a fight. He actually lost Sandra somehow. I don't know if he was not paying attention or something, but she goes down to whatever hit squad happened here. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be hitting my... Doesn't want to be hitting his back line. He's definitely not macroing his unit. Well, he did? Yeah, he is. Okay, he is macroing his units. Microing. What? The Legion Heralds have an attack? What is this? 6 damage? It's so big too, it looks like it's doing so much. That's news to me. Netheron running, he's so dead. Oh, what a juicy hit on the workers there, it's gotta feel good. Oop, nice, let me slowed, I want to go faster. We got a fight here. We're picking off some of the Fell Horde units, it looks like. Dead fell, says Royce. Good job. All here, says fell. Definitely not all of them, but it's the big ones. Stormwind, Kulturas, and Scourge. Goblin up north, making sure everything's safe and they're not getting backratted. TP's coming through yet? Nope, everybody's just running around. Night Elf has fully rebuilt. It is good to go. Looks like we're gonna go take this score if I had to make a guess. Warsong trying to chase down as much of the Rageron squad as they can. The Gyrocopter's over the top, also attempting to slow them down, help them out. We're running at Arthas right now. Stun's coming through, but the Holy Lights will keep coming through as long as they're there. But they can't get on that boat because there's a lot of air up right now. One Trollbane opens up that right there. Arthas falls. Paladins are going to start falling. Rom feeding Royce some more. You see most of these paladins fall. Stormwind's gonna clean up what's left of the eye. The Tomb of Sargeras here. And he's gonna get the eye for himself. As of right now, I don't see any flanks coming through. He's got a lot of his team here anyways on the Broken Isles. A lot of sitting doing nothing, everyone. Let's get things going. Kel'Thuzad TPing. A lot of sitting doing nothing from Bilgewater, but I don't know. They must be making money off of the seas, but I don't know if they actually got that tech up and running or not. Dalaran and Sentinels pushing towards the Sunwell, where they just TP'd on Scourge. Somebody's asking for help, or someone's pinging to go in. They're trying to take this fight, and someone's going to try to stall them. Stormwind needs to get there. It needs to happen fast. Let's see, how much do they know that is right here on this other side? This is them just learning of the armies being here. Goblin shows up. Good job, Goblin, showing up to this fight. That'll definitely help tank. They do not know that Draenei is feeding in right now. Lightforged Sharpshooter, those are cool units. 7/7 upgrades on Draenei. With the Sentinels buffs on top, that's going to feel really good. The barrage from Naru coming out. Straight to that control point. So much of the Goblin units just got. So many of the Revelers just got nuked down. That was a pretty good hit there from Night Elf. That had to feel quite good. pushing into the sun realm now. TP's coming out from the Tiras. They're coming to join the fight. I'm sure a ton of AoE's going to start getting slapped down here. Sentinels elites in the back just firing in. A ton of Rangari coming in. Oh man. Another barrage coming out from Naru there. Tons of AoE down at the back of the Tiras. Vegas provide chain heals. Richard's up close fight. GG. Is that going to be the end? Yep, with him leaving, that'll be the end of the game. That was a fun one. That was pretty back and forth. That ebb and flow around Andor Hall and Capitol Palace was fun to watch. But ultimately, Team 1 is going to come out ahead here in this one. And Scourge is going to go have to concede. Oh, no. Okay, so I guess I don't get to see the ending screen. That's really unlucky. But thanks for watching, guys. Come join the Discord. I'll see you next time.